Hello everyone, I'm Broughy1322 and welcome to the Joking Hazard podcast. See, that's the moment I start the video. No one will know that I messed it up unless they watch the pre-show. This video is brought to you by GTAcars.net, the #1 place for vehicle information for GTA 5 that I own and run. From lap times to tier lists and advanced metadata to informative articles, it's got everything that you need and more. Go straight there with the link in the description and pinned comment. I'm here with my usual co-hosts, RDT down there.
Hello.
Josh is over there.
Hello.
We have our little hammer above Josh.
Hello.
And as you notice, Nos isn't here. It was going to be all of us before Nos had to pull out at the last minute, unfortunately. And we were just talking about it as the stream was starting and that we were getting ready. That we will hit 100 podcast episodes for the Christmas special if, and this is a big if, we're able to do a podcast every month after this one. So September will be episode 97, October 98, November 99, and then December will be episode 100. But
I feel like we could do that, but not the December one. Surely we'd fail there.
Oh yeah, we'll get up there. So December will be perfectly poised for episode 100, and that's where we'll fail. Yeah, that's us. We have been quite light on podcasts this year. I think we've done like 3, 4.
Yeah.
As a ribbon, jeez. Yeah.
It hasn't been many. Obviously, the break for the baby was the cause of most of that. This one is like doing double duty for July and August, I guess. Little bit earlier than what we do normally do, and then we'll be back hopefully with monthly on September. But knowing us, the next time you'll see us is December, and we'll be like, oh well, episode 97 for December. We might get 100 episodes before GTA 6, but don't count on it. Difficult. We all have lives, and I want to hear about your lives. But first, we need to have a little chat because I met some GTA 5 actors in between the last podcast and now. It turned out to be a pretty good video at the end. I was really happy with how it turned out. Yeah, it was an interesting.
What was that?
What was what?
Like what? Why were they there? What was the?
So it was
background?
It was the Manchester Comic Con.
Okay.
So I mean, from what I now understand, obviously there's the main Comic Con in San Diego, but they have local ones all over the place. Lots of smaller scale ones. Yeah, they're all constantly over. Didn't it start like they've got one at London, and I feel like that's where it started, like having these other ones, and then they realized, oh, we can put these Comic Cons on everywhere. Sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've
make
been
some
to the
money.
London one.
Yeah,
the London one is at the XL. It's very big and very sweaty. It's a very humid environment.
Actually, that's because when I went down to Zexy and I went to Musical Con, which was very, very small, and we were there for like an hour and then left because there was nothing really going on with it. But that was at the XL, but it was just in like one of the rooms there. And I just got talking to this guard, like security guard, and he was saying, oh yeah, we've got Comic-Con here next week, and they just take over the whole arena. I was like, holy moly, that because it's massive. Like when I was when I went there, there was like it was about 8 different conventions and meetings and things going on in all these different rooms, but for it to take over the whole thing.
Yeah,
but
there's like I've been to the XL twice. Once for EGX, which is a gaming convention, and once for Comic-Con, and Comic-Con just doesn't compare to EGX takes up the whole arena too, but it's like very sparse.
Yeah.
You know?
Wait, I might be thinking of the wrong place. The
XL, the one that's on the Thames.
Oh no, yeah, I'm thinking of the right place. Yeah. It's the docks and
just across from London City Airport.
Yeah. It's massive. It's crazy. But this one in Manchester was not that big. It was fairly small. There was people I was talking to there who were saying even the Liverpool one was bigger than that one. But
Wait, there's one in Manchester
Yeah.
and in Liverpool?
Yeah, I was shocked as well.
Right next to each other.
They're literally right next to each other. You only need one, really. You could have had another one in Newcastle, and then at least you're over the other side of the country.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, they have them all
One in
over.
Edinburgh once, and it was tiny. It was super small.
They're very small scale. But the whole idea with it, like I've been to conventions, gaming conventions. I said it in the video, like, you know, your Twitch cons and gaming conventions and things. But this, like, it seemed like the whole point of these is just to meet the people who are going there. Actors of TV shows that you watch and movies and things like that. So there was plenty of people there. But obviously I was going there to see the 3 GTA actors because I thought, you know, when are you ever going to get all 3 of them together after this point in the UK, so close to me? It was only a 2-hour drive. I saw other people, Ramo, but I didn't like pay to get anyone's autograph or photo with anybody else. But I saw a couple of people. Like the guy who played one of the hobbits from the Lord of the Rings. That's as good as I can go. Sean Astin, I think his name is. I don't know who
You
he
saw
played.
Sean Astin?
Yeah.
A legend.
Yeah, what are you talking? Wait, what?
The
Rudy?
Goonies? I mean, come on.
The Goonies?
The Goon. I've never seen the Goonies.
He's in Stranger Things
Oh
season
my
1.
God.
Oh yeah, he was. He was good in Stranger Things. I was just shame when he
Yeah,
died.
he's very good.
Spoilers.
Just a random guy, you know. The guy, Samwise Gamgee. Come on, man.
Did someone pay you to get an autograph? No, I didn't do any autographs, but people did reckon. I mean, it was kind of weird that like I was there to see these actors, but people were also recognizing me, asking for my photo because obviously people who know GTA were there. Sorry.
I was gonna ask if anyone recognized you.
Yeah, a few. It was fun. I had the full range of like someone just going, "Oh, hey, Broughy," as they walked past, to, "Oh, can I get a photo?" and stuff like that. So that was fun. But yeah, I mean, I think I saw Ned Luke tweeted about this months ago that he was going to be in Manchester, and I was like still in the newborn baby trenches at that point. So I was like, "Oh well, there's no chance I'm going to go to anything like this anyway," so I just ignored it. And then it was only like 3 weeks or something before the event, it came across my like, I don't know, social media or something again, and I was like, maybe I can actually go to this, because that was when I noticed that all 3 of them were going to be there, which that doesn't happen that often, really. So I was like, okay, well, I can at least go and get a photo. So I paid for the ticket, paid for the photo, cleared it with Zexy beforehand that I was going to be able to spend a night away. And then as it got closer and closer, more thing, like initially it was just kind of a throwaway thing. I was just going to go get a photo and then just put the photo up on social media. I wasn't going to take a camera and make a video on it or anything like that. And then as it got closer, I was like, well, I can at least take the camera. And then it was on Twitter, I was mentioning that I was going to be there, and someone was saying, you know, you don't get much time on a photo, but if you get autographs, you might get more time to chat to them. So I thought, oh, fine, I'll get the autographs as well. So I added that on, and then it just like snowballed from there. Really, as I went there, and the day started off pretty slow, and then just gradually snowballed into what you saw in the video, where with, you know, meeting the guys and then chatting with Ned Luke, and then the crazy recreation of GTA scenes in real life with that van. That van is incredible.
That's so cool. Yeah.
That was really cool. Yeah.
What a creation! It's such attention to detail. It's really, really cool. Shame I couldn't test it. That was
watching through the video for me as someone who doesn't really care about actors or GTA 5 that much.
Yeah.
The van was the coolest part.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When like before I looked through it, started editing and stuff, I was like, oh, should I split this up into like 3 videos? The sort of meeting Ned Luke ends there, and then a separate video just for the recreation stuff, and then another one for the van tour. Like in the end, I decided that okay, it's going to be better as one full thing with everything in. But that's how good the that each individual segment was that I thought, oh, this could be good just on its own in its own video. But yeah, it was cool that all three of them were there, and the fact that they all got involved in that moment, recreating those scenes in real life, it was really cool. And that was the storyboard DLC, that we were promised all those years ago. That was it. Yeah, it was quite a surreal experience. So, but totally like fortuitous as well. Like the fact that they just happened to have made that, the guy made that van in the weeks leading up to it. I just happened to go just for one thing, and then I happened to be there last, and there was so many ways that video would never have happened. It was just one of those special things. So, yeah. Stephen Ogg is very well spoken.
Actor.
Yeah, he's like of all the three of them, like he seems like he's the most sort of classical, well trained. Probably went to, I don't know anything about his background, but like he gives off that vibe of went to some sort of like
To Juilliard.
proper acting school sort of thing. Like, knows about Shakespeare and all that kind of stuff. Ironic that he played like Trevor, who is the kind of the opposite. But and then I think
that's acting for you.
That's acting. I know.
That
He's a good
that's
actor.
acting.
It's no surprise, I think, that he's gone on to do like Walking Dead and other things. He seems very good. Even with that, even just in the little recreation, you could see the way that he was just moving and acting it out. Like he was Trevor again. It was kind of cool. So that's basically the only interesting thing that's happened to me since the last podcast. So I thought I'd talk about it.
Okay.
A long time ago, and I'm talking before probably the first podcast after the baby was born, so like we're talking maybe even before the baby was born, RDT said that he'd been karting at Circuit of the Americas. And it was in the Discord, and I was like, oh, we have to talk about this. I'll put it on the podcast document so we can chat about it on the next podcast. And then, obviously, we hadn't had a podcast for months, and then the podcast we did have, RDT wasn't there. I need to hear about what it was like to kart at Circuit of the Americas, because that sounds super cool.
Okay, yeah. So I went to, this was back in April. This was back in April.
Wow.
I was in Austin, Texas for a bachelor party for a wedding that I'm actually going to be in like 2 weeks.
You're always in weddings, you. Going to weddings, in weddings, like...
I'm a popular guy. I have a lot of friends that love me.
They love each other, apparently.
Yeah.
And so that whole thing was like, that whole trip fun. It was a lot of debauchery, as you would expect from a stag do, as you all call them over there. I was supposed to fly out on that Thursday. We were going to do Friday, Saturday, fly back Sunday, just 2 days. In the morning, I got an email from the airline, said, hey, your flight's been canceled. 12 hours ahead of my scheduled flight. I was like, oh, cool, awesome. I was like, I'll see if they reschedule and we'll, whatever, I'll just wait on it. Email me and they go, good news, we rescheduled you for the next day at noon. And I'm like, I'm just going to miss a whole day if I do that. So I had to book a whole new flight on Southwest, and I've never flown Southwest before. Actually kind of nice. Got there at like midnight, 12:30, whatever it was. It's fine. The next day was when we were going to Circuit of the Americas. So we got up, we went out in Austin, we got breakfast, walked around, we did some shopping, and then went back to the Airbnb and took a couple Ubers out to Circuit of the Americas.
Were you going to Circuit of the Americas for anything in particular, or just to like go there?
It was for the go-karting.
Oh, it was for the go. Okay, right. I didn't know if you were going
Yeah,
for
it
like
was
some
for the
other
go-kart.
like racing event or anything like that, or
No, I mean, it would have been cool to just go and see the track itself anyway.
yeah.
But you know, we wanted to go. The groom wanted to do some go-karting, so
Yeah, okay.
we got there. I thought it was going to be like on the track itself. But
That would have been
be
cool.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It would have been really cool, but I don't know if the go-karts would have made it all the way around. So we get there. There was like some looming weather that might have interrupted our races. It's basically like a track set up in a section of the parking lot that has lines. It's like a legit go-kart track. Got helmets, got the carts, gas-powered carts. And the first race I was pretty slow. I think I was in one of the slower carts because, as you know, with these rental carts, some of them are faster, some of them are
Yeah. They always
quicker,
say they're
some of them
equal,
are
but
slower.
they're not really.
Yeah, no. And I was still getting kind of the rules that they set out for us were pretty. They seemed to be strict, but then no one followed them, and then nobody enforced them.
Yeah.
They were like,
That's usually
they were
what
like,
happens.
no drifting. Like, no drifting, no bumping, blah, 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 blah. And so I was taking it pretty easy the first race because I was like, oh, I can't skid, otherwise they'll throw me out. And then there were people just like doing full 90-degree turns around the car. I was like, okay, I guess they don't really care all that much, so I'm just going to pin it. I had a really slow lap time the first time. It was a 10-minute race, and it was a time trial, essentially, so wasn't like standings. It was more just gets the quickest lap gets put on the leaderboard.
So you weren't like actually like racing from start of the race to the finish. It was just like a qualifying session, essentially, the best lap.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah, it wasn't a set grid. It was just like, you know, time trial.
Yeah.
So we finished that race. We had another race on the docket. It was the rain and the thunder. Yeah, that's where it is.
It looks like an interesting track.
It is actually.
It was. It was. I could walk you through all of my my strategy through each corner if you'd like.
Wait, which way does this go? Is it this way or is it this way?
It's the opposite way. So the start finish line. So you see that like, the top left,
like the bend.
Yeah, the bend. That's like the second corner, essentially. So the start finish line, you can kind of see it a little bit. It's right to the left of that patch of grass in the middle, on that straightaway.
Where the pit lane is.
So left.
Like
that's just
there.
before the last turn. Yeah, right there.
Like here.
That's
There's the
finish
line across there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
So go out, do that, and then the lightning started. So they kind of had to put us on hold for a bit.
Okay.
Guys, they had fun with the first race, but they didn't know how long we were gonna have to wait, and they kept telling us like, oh, it's just we're gonna restart at 6. We're gonna restart at 6, and didn't seem like it. But then we did. We waited around. I was one of the voices. We have to do this again. I need to better my time.
Yeah, but
the second race,
if the lightning started, it wasn't raining, was it not?
there some rain came through. They had to like dry the track and stuff.
Oh, okay. So you okay. So you were
so
able to
we sat
actually like
by
have
for
a
a
chance to better your time because under normal, like if it would rained, you wouldn't get a quicker time.
No, but the track was dried enough. It's so hot in Texas and that in the sun,
okay.
so the track itself got pretty dry pretty quickly. In the meantime, while we were waiting, there was like a touring car race going on the track.
Oh yeah.
You didn't need to buy tickets or anything. It was pretty empty. It seems like they were just kind of amateurs that were going out with their built cars.
Yeah, race is
and that
a
was
race.
pretty cool. We saw some... What?
A race is still a race. Like it's still fun to watch.
Yeah, it was. It was interesting to see that big like uphill turn on the. I don't know if you're familiar with Circuit of the Americas,
Yeah.
but it's the first corner goes uphill and then it goes around. So we were on the start finish line, and you see them go up and slow down. It was fun. Um, and then we got into the second race. I got to a cart that I recognized from the first race was quicker, because I'm about to put down a crazy lap time. But we noticed there was someone wearing a Circuit of the Americas polo. He had his own helmet, and he was talking. He was talking to the people that worked there, and he got into the cart that had the fastest lap time in the previous race. So I was like, okay, this guy that works here, he comes here all the time, and he's just a big fan. And he was flying, but he was breaking all the rules. Like I mean, I was struggling with this thing. His car was going right by me on the straights for no reason. And then my one buddy was going around a corner, and he kind of lost and he spun out a little bit. And the guy just barely grazed him. And I just saw him throw his hands. What the hell, man? You know, get these amateurs off the track. Blah,
Oh
blah,
my
blah.
god.
And he was bumping into people. He was like taking the inside line and using carts to keep himself
Yeah.
from drifting off. I was like,
What a
get this
dick.
guy off the track, man.
And just
Yeah.
for no, like, it's not even a race. It's just a time trial of the fastest lap. Like, what does it matter?
It's a bunch of tourists that
Yeah.
came in to just do some go-karting. But I think I sent a picture, and I believe I had the second fastest lap time of the day or the week.
I'm
And
gonna have to scroll back quite. Oh yeah, there you go.
really, it really made me interested in it. And we have a track around here that I had kind of mentioned to you guys that I had an interest in joining their league, but I never actually did it. Yeah,
It's
there we go.
disappointing.
Oh.
There he is.
Yeah,
Second.
doxed forever.
Top times today. Yeah, you were a lot quicker than everybody else. I'm guessing that this guy was the knobhead.
Yeah, that guy. That was the guy that was bumping into people.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of fun. Like, very amateurish go-karting, you know, at a boardwalk or something with carts that go 15 miles an hour, and you're like, all right, bopping around a track. These were the real deal. They said that they could get up to 50 or 60 miles an hour. I didn't feel that. It was probably more in the 40 mile per hour range.
Yeah.
And I was just hitting chicanes and hitting the braking zone and doing. I was like, this is real racing. This is fun as heck. And
Yeah, I mean when you find
really made
when
me
you do it
interested.
outside on a proper track like that, like
Yeah,
that looks
yeah,
like a
yeah.
proper kart track. It
it
is really
was-
fun.
The indoor electric cart stuff is so bad
Yeah,
compared
it's
to this.
it's
Yeah,
orders
so
of
much fun.
magnitude better
Mhm.
to be outside.
Yeah, it was a really good time. And maybe next year I'll join that karting league.
Is that karting league
Because-
indoor or outdoor? I can't remember.
That's outdoor.
Oh, okay, so that's good then. Yeah,
Yeah.
we need to see you in that. What you got to do is go to one of the final rounds of this year, like Josh did. You go to one of the or a winter series or something, you know, just to try it out, get your bearings, and then you join for a full season championship.
Okay. I'll do that.
You got the bug now. You have
But,
to. You've carted a second of the Americas. You know, you gotta pursue this.
I've got some experience under my belt.
Yeah.
And yeah, that actually it kind of goes into some other racing endeavors that I've been doing. I got myself a wheel for the Xbox, and I've been playing F1 a lot recently. And
Oh, really?
Forza. Yeah, I'm not very good, but it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, having your own wheel is a game changer for racing games, I think.
Yeah, it completely immerses, at least me. It really amplifies the game
Yeah.
to have that force feedback and have the pedals and everything. I feel like I'm better on a wheel, I then did a little test with a controller to see if I was any quicker, and it was about the same. But I'm like, I still feel like I'm more consistent with the wheel than I am with the controller. So
Yeah. You got
You know what's
more.
you know what's a real game changer? Changing
iRacing.
video game to iRacing. Yeah, that's where it's at.
That's going to require a PC.
You don't
that's
need VR. You don't need a seat. You don't need a VR. No, I started iRacing with a Logitech G29 or whatever on my desk. You just stuff some old shoes into your office chair or whatever, and it doesn't roll, and then you're good.
Yeah, that's what I did as well. Actually, I had that wheel stand that folded away and then stood up, and I used to use my office chair. Somehow it didn't move when I braked. Sometimes it did if I was really hard, but I was using terrible pedals then, so I didn't exactly need a lot of force.
Oh, imagine like choking hazard iRacing team for like some
That'd be
6-hour race or something. Yeah.
Convincing someone to play iRacing on the podcast. This feels very familiar.
We've been here before, yeah.
Yeah. But now there's two of us to go against. Like, you know, you've roped me into the cult, so now we can both try to get RDT in, and then it'll be like, well, you know, Nos, Hammer, there's three of us now, so.
iRacing had a really big discount on Steam recently. There was like a sim racing week on Steam, and it was like crazy cheap. You can get like a year for like £20 or something.
Damn,
I know a bunch of people
crazy.
that did that.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's funny. I think it's something that I feel like you said it on the podcast when you were trying to convince me to get on iRacing, but I might have been a quote I had previously somewhere else. But like iRacing is expensive for video gamers when you compare it to a racing game like a Gran Turismo or a Forza, but it is so cheap in comparison. Like for real life races, like when you consider the costs of racing a car or these cars that you're going to be racing in iRacing in real life. It's so cheap in comparison, and that's the closest you can get really before actually doing it. But,
yeah, no, that's a me quote. Yeah. I realized like whenever I stream iRacing, like half the time someone comes in the chat, it's just like, oh, do you know how expensive this is? How do you do it? Like, I always say that, yeah, but it's like even the go-karting once a month out with the same carts with the same people at the same track is more expensive than iRacing. It's just like I could drive anything anywhere in the world with anyone.
Well, funnily enough, I've stopped my real life racing because of that. It's too expensive for me right now.
Yeah,
I can't afford to do it anymore. Because it's £65 a month, and I don't have £65 a month to spend right now. So my real life racing's over for a little bit, and I don't feel like it's not as big of a loss because I'm getting a bit of that like hit from iRacing with the rig and all that stuff. But it's a lot cheaper than just karting.
Did I ever tell the story of when I went to Thruxton for the driving experience on the podcast? I don't think I did do that. That was like fairly recent.
I don't think so.
No.
Think you did.
Well,
you did?
Yeah. Well, anyway, there's other reasons like you can't do in real life stuff is because I really want to drive open wheel cars in real life. But even if I had the money, I'm too tall. I don't fit. When I did the driving experience at Thruxton, I couldn't drive the open wheel cars. I was too tall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they put me in some Audi R8 instead with some instructor who was like, oh, this V8 baby, he's got so much power. And I'm like, I don't care about cars. Like, I wanted to drive the open wheel thing by myself.
Yeah.
I hate driving with someone being like, right, brake here, right now, go to third. Like, my brain just turns off and I just do what they say and I'm not actually driving. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like sim racing for me now is like, that's just it. Motorsport is dead to me. Like, I can't. There's no way I can do it in real life. It's pointless. I'm too tall. I'm too poor. Like, fuck it, just do iRacing.
I still have a slim hope of a bucket list of like doing a single Mazda MX-5 round, paying a team to arrive and drive me, and make a video out of that. That's about as much as I'll ever hope for. I'm never gonna do like full seasons, week in, week out, or anything, and nothing more than Mazdas.
I would do the same with like a Formula V or a Formula Ford. If again I wasn't too tall and could fit in it. But,
The problem is with all the open wheel stuff, like it doesn't seem like anyway there's any real like amateur based stuff for open wheel stuff, is there?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I always
Formula
see
V's and-
open wheel stuff as being like all the kids are in it because they're all on their way to Formula One and stuff like that.
No. You've got what is it, like there's some British club. I've looked into this before, Formula V UK. It's run by like some racing club. I can't remember. 750 Motor Club, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They do a Master
Yeah,
MX-5 championship too.
Yeah, all the amateur stuff. Yeah, no, there's amateur
Okay.
open wheel stuff.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Formula V, F1000.
Well, yeah, I wonder, as Remo says, I'd imagine it's mega money. Like, I'm curious how that would stack up against, because the MX-5 stuff was going to be like 20, 30 grand a year. I'm curious how... Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that was back
iRacing
when
is cheap.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
But that was back when I made that video about the costs of racing the MX-5 championship in 2018. So, like, I don't know what it is now.
Jeez.
Yeah, I wonder what it would cost in comparison for a proper.
Looking on their
open
website
wheel.
really quickly, eligible cars are available secondhand for £6,000,
Okay.
and each weekend is like £500 entry fee, or something. Yeah, so it's like, and that's not with its storage of the car and maintenance and
Tires, fuel.
It
It quickly racks up.
Yeah. It's probably they're probably about the same, to be honest. Like,
Yeah. Well, it can be a faint dream for us poor folk, and we'll just
What
stick
if
to
we-
iRacing.
What if we pulled our money together, right, and shared a car? You do the northern races, and I do the southern races.
I mean, can 95% of the money be your money? Like, I could put in 5% maybe.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Listen, I'll sponsor a team if you guys can bring in some money off of it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's any money.
What are we gonna sponsor you for though? Like, what are we bringing? What value are we bringing to you? What do you want us to sponsor?
Just me.
Just you.
You know.
Just RDT on the
Yeah.
side of a car.
Yep. That's fine. As long as I get most of the prize money. That's all
I
I
see.
care about.
I see.
I pay for your experience.
Yeah,
Your
you get-
dream, and then you pay me my dream of having a lot of money.
This is venture capitalism. Don't do it.
It's so
The
funny if it
American
goes
dream.
ahead, you do one season and then RDT's like, bruv, I'm sorry, you're too slow. We're gonna have to replace you with another driver.
Yeah. Replaced in my own team to get some prize money in.
I'll get Brad Pitt. I'll get Brad Pitt to drive for us.
Yeah.
He seems
That was a good
quite
movie.
good
Did any of
actually.
you
To be
see
fair,
Did you see the movie?
I haven't seen the
I
movie
haven't.
yet. No, I'm kind of waiting for it to come on
Pretty good. It was,
Yeah.
it was blockbustery. It
Yeah.
was unrealistic, but I think for someone that maybe isn't too familiar with Formula One itself, it was like a good enough intro to it to maybe get them interested in watching it.
Yeah. Seems like they did it well, at least from what I've heard. With Hollywood tropes notwithstanding, of course.
It's by the same people who made the Top Gun movie, right? With all the crazy
Yeah.
camera angles and stuff. So yeah, it seemed like a good fit.
Just like the Gran Turismo movie got people into playing Gran Turismo. Maybe not.
Well, I mean, we're not racing in real life, but Josh, you're cycling in real life.
You could have said from 4 wheels to 2,
Oh,
from one vehicle to another. There were so many good segments.
damn it!
Yeah, my cycling trip. Yeah.
I saw you tweet about it. Didn't we talk about it on the last podcast that you got a certain distance and then had to turn around or something?
Yeah, that
And
was.
then you went to some bloke's house to get it fixed.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, that was the last trip. Yeah. Yeah, so the bike hasn't moved since then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
Good progress
a lot
on
of,
this cycling trip.
Yeah, I know, right? It was supposed to start August 1st, but like I eventually came to the conclusion that just YOLOing the entire length of the island thing wasn't the best move.
Probably not. That's probably a good move.
Yeah, I would have tried it, but there are just a lot of problems that arose, like mentally, but also physically, but also bike wise. Yeah, like on that trip, yeah, the bike rack like completely broke and is still in exactly the same state as then. And the seat, I can't remember if I talked about it last time or not, but the seat needs to be raised. It's just general bike fit problems I need to fix. But I was also dealing mentally with the isolationism of it.
Just on
it was
your own
like
out there in the wild camping.
Yeah, I would go through the same feelings each time. It's at the start of the ride, I feel great because I enjoy riding my bike.
Yeah.
You know, the first half of the first day, I'm just like, oh, I'll just cycle to Scotland right now. You know, I feel that great. And this happened like every test ride I did. I went through exactly the same cycles. Yeah, I would do that at the start, and then I would slowly decline. And then at some point in the middle of the day, I'd be like, oh man, this is a long way I want to go or whatever. And then towards the end of the day, my brain is like, okay, so I go home now, right? like, oh, this is a fun bike ride. Time to go home. And then I had to fight myself. Like, no, we're not going home. We're just keep cycling. I need to go to the place or whatever. And then
you're fighting against your instincts and what felt natural to just go home and go to bed.
Not to like turn around, but just expecting to like go around a corner and there's my car, and then I put my bike in it and go home or something. Right? Then I kept realizing like, no way, there is no car. I'm on my own or whatever. And then
how long would it be to do the full length of like how many days?
It's 2,000 kilometers. So if I cycled 100 kilometers a day, would be 20 days, right?
Yeah, okay.
Which is like a lot. Oh no, that was the longer route. No, sorry, it was 1,500 kilometers. Sorry,
yeah.
So 15 days. But yeah,
still a hefty
it would
amount.
be quite a long time. Yeah, but and then the first day, and then I would run into issues, and then my bike broke, and I had to sort it out, and then I like end up in a field in the middle of nowhere, and I have to build a home, and it's like super stressful, and I don't know anyone, and I'm just like all lonely and stuff, and then. Yeah, and then I'm in the home, and then I wake up, and then I have to deconstruct the home, and then I'm on my own again.
and then you start biking.
Yeah, it was very strange. But yeah, I had a lot of knee pain when I was doing it as well. I think, but the bike fit is just wrong. I need to like, there are lots of things wrong, but the main thing is that my legs are coming up too high. So then like the angle on my knee, like imagine this is like my knee, right?
Yeah.
When I lift my leg up, my knee is like bending like this. And then going down. This angle is way too acute for my knee to like then have to
down on the pedals.
Yeah, when the stroke goes up is when you push the hardest, right? At the top of the stroke. So my knee is like this. So yeah, I need to raise my seat, but that's not as simple as it sounds because first of all, it's fully carbon fiber bike. So I need a torque wrench to do up the seat because I can't just get any old wrench and just crank it because as soon as I crank it too hard and it goes crack, the bike goes in the bin, you know?
Yeah.
So I need a proper calibrated torque wrench thing to do the exact right Newton meter to attach it. But then I also if I raise the seat, the other problem I have on bikes previously was lower back pain because I'm hunched over too much. This is the first bike I have that hasn't done that because it's set up correctly. But raising the seat is going to make my back situation worse because I'm bending over more. And I can't raise the handlebars because of other problems and yada yada. So I need to figure out the bike seat. Yeah, I need to figure that out. And yeah, the bike rack is still totally broken. It's gnawed away at some of the carbon fiber on the bottom as well. So I need to repair that. But I've just been putting it off. There's just been so many other things that have happened.
Yeah.
And like, I came to the conclusion that, right, maybe I could just do National Cycle Route 2, which goes along the South Coast instead. As I always wanted to do that
Rainbow
first.
said, how about the width instead of the length? Like start off with like some sort of...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, along the South Coast is good because I'd still have all the hills and problems and stuff, but I know people that live along here and stuff, and it's not that far. And I wanted to do that this August, but like now it's, I don't know, man, I'd have to be towards the end of August now. I've got to fix all of the problems. But yeah, it was a really good thing I didn't go and didn't just YOLO it in the end because then I had horrible mouth infection, which I talked about with the pre-show. But yeah, if I was like
on the link for the pre-show podcast channel in the description, by the way, if you want to check out the pre-shows for these podcasts.
So I was planning to start on the 1st of August, and I would have been 5 days into the trip when that happened. If I was 5 days in and suddenly had horrible mouth pain, it would have been in the middle of nowhere, like relative for me. I would have been
a third of the way up the country.
Yeah,
with crazy mouth pain.
yeah, I would have been so screwed. Yeah, so it was. I kind of dodged a bullet with that.
Yeah, it was
one.
good that you didn't
Quite
do
lucky.
it, to be honest.
But yeah, I don't know. I need to decide. And there was also the main thing was also the little test trips I did. When I got back, I was just like, did I enjoy that? Like, I don't even know if I did. That's the
Yeah.
thing. And I'm like planning this big, like half a month or month long trip, which will screw me financially because I'll need to pay loads and I won't earn any and stuff. And then at the end of it, I'm like, do I even want to? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
is it about? Is it
Yeah.
about that? Is it about enjoying it, or is it about the accomplishment of doing
Yeah.
it at the end? You know,
exactly. That is the thing. Is
Yeah,
like,
what are you
I can
doing
say
it
I
for?
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. So I need to just do more rides, fix the bike, try it more. Because I enjoy riding the bike, but maybe I don't enjoy multi-day rides. But the thing I know from watching other people do multi-day rides is that the second day is always the hardest because you're not used to it and stuff. And I've only ever gotten to a second day. I've never done 3 days. So it might be that like the third day I'll be like, oh, this is lovely.
Yeah, once you've retrained your brain to realize that you're not going home at the end of the bike ride. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll probably be fine, right?
It'll be
But
better
yeah, I
once
need
you
to
get into
figure that out.
Scotland, because at least Scotland has scenery to look at.
It's nice up there. Like.
It also has hills, huge hills.
They're character building hills.
Oh my god, character building, Jesus.
I wouldn't want to do it, honestly. I would do it if I had hotels picked out on the way, but I wouldn't want to camp.
You can do that stuff, but yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah.
Another thing that I wanted to try is doing it with someone. I've never like cycled with someone like that, like long distance stuff. And I do have a friend who is recovering from an injury who would maybe do it with me, but yeah, I don't really know other than him. I don't really know anyone, so I always just cycle by myself. But yeah, I feel like if I was with someone, the isolationism and the loneliness wouldn't feel as bad. And when my bike breaks halfway through, I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'll have someone who can help, you know.
Yeah, that would be tough to overcome that feeling. Like you're just alone for 2 weeks on your own in the middle of nowhere. Some people would really like that, I suppose.
Yeah, or either of you on like Instagram or TikTok, like doing reel scrolling and stuff.
I have the apps, but I don't doom scroll.
There's this guy. I just checked in. That's why I was like looking down at my phone. You might have caught that, but he was, I think it was from Portugal, riding a bike from Portugal to Japan. And the most interesting part of his journey was him going through the Middle East. And he was like riding through Iran and Afghanistan and like encountering the Taliban and stuff and documenting all of those journeys. And it was pretty interesting the way that he was going through these places and then just getting to a checkpoint with people with AK-47s and they're like, you have a travel passport, which is just a note from some guy down the block that says that he's allowed to go through. I think he had to put it on hold because of the conflicts that are going on right now, but it's really cool to watch.
That's funny you mentioned, because I came across someone who I think again, it was on the same thing. TikTok, uploads a video every day to YouTube. It's a vertical slice of what's happening or whatever. Where he's walking, I think, from the UK. No, it's from somewhere around the other side of the world, like like you said, Japan or China or something. And he's walking from there back to the UK, and he's been doing it for a good number of years. And he's like only just coming up to the Middle East now or something. Like people are crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. It was all these things that made me interested in the whole adventure cycling thing in the first place. Yeah, there was one.
You guys, sorry, on you go.
It was the main one I saw was Ed Pratt's unicycle around the world.
Oh my
that took
God.
him. Yeah, that took him several years. And there was and at one point he left from England and went through. He was in Kazakhstan, and then winter set in really hard, and he was just like, well, I guess I just live here now. And he just started a life teaching English in Kazakhstan for like 3 months or whatever until the weather went better. He got like a girlfriend and stuff, and he's just like, right, time to leave again. Bye. Went on to unicycle and the rest of his trip.
He's got a wife and kids, and he's just going on his unicycle.
Yeah,
Wow.
My
it was
son.
pretty recent. I
Have you
remember.
guys seen straight lining before?
Oh
No.
yeah, like straight line mission
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Straight line missions. So
What's
they
that?
they plot a route from like one side of a country to the other, and they've got to stick as close as possible to that straight line.
Huh.
And if they go outside of that line, then there's like a gold, silver, and bronze plot. But you have to you plot your journey beforehand, and you have your satellite navigation in your hand, so you make sure that you're taking that line. But like, if you've plotted it out on like Google Earth and there's a big massive ravine that you couldn't see, you just have to like either try and work out a route that like stays as close to the line as possible, or it's crazy. Like some of the ones that I've seen that have failed, he was walking across Scotland and there was just like he got to this point and there's just this massive peat bog, and he's like, oh well, I guess that's that then.
Yeah, I think it was a Geo Wizard that like popularized this. Yeah, he started those, right? Yeah, I've seen a lot of those as well. Yeah, they're cool because they force you to take like places that you would always just walk around, like little shrubbery or forests or whatever, or like hedges, stuff like that, right? Places where people don't go.
Always like really bad interactions with like super aggressive farmers.
Yeah. It's a lot of trespassing. Yeah, and there's always like one person's house that's in the middle of the line all the time. You can never avoid it, so you just have to like run through someone's garden at some point in the middle of it. 3 days in.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, I recommend that. They're a good watch.
Yeah, there's so many of those. Yeah, there's so many. They're so good. But yeah, you can't do that with a bike though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't been cycling, but you've been putting your time not cycling to good use.
Yeah.
JoshuaMust.com.
I'm working. Yeah, you don't have the pop up. Oh, I don't have my. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to be using OBS for the camera today, so I had a button to flash JoshuaMust.com on my screen. I forgot. Whatever. Yeah, so I've been talking about making a website for like a billion years now, and a Patreon and stuff. And I eventually, me and my this sounds so professional now, I can say this. Me and my social media manager, we finally got through it to set up JoshuaMust.com, which it's a fourth wall page, which you might have heard of, Broughy, because
I've had known you were gonna sign up to it. I totally would have like given you my referral code to sign up, because I've been on Fourth Wall for a while.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you used it. Okay,
yeah. That's just for my store page, my main web. There you go.
Yeah.
Is this good enough for you?
Treatment.
Is this good enough for you?
Take it, whatever. Yeah, that'll do.
Now I can flash it.
I could have sent you assets. Sorry. A fourth wall. Yeah, I know you have a Patreon, right, Broughy?
Yeah, so I have my store with Fourth Wall, so store.broughy.com, but I don't use their whole membership stuff because it's like the 5%, whereas I'm already on a 5% deal with Fourth Wall with Patreon, so there was no point in moving. You're just going to lose people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, for me, it's like, well, if I sign up for Patreon now, it's like, sure, people, like, you can say in a video or a Twitch stream, hey, sign up for my Patreon, and people know what the hell you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you say, hey, sign up for my Fourth Wall, like, most people don't know what that is.
Yeah.
But like the fees and stuff, and like the Patreon is being in-shitified pretty fast, right?
It's really annoying. I got an email from Patreon actually a few weeks ago saying, you haven't raised your prices, your subscription prices since 10 years or whatever, and we suggest you can always raise your prices because we found that the supporters of your page will understand in the current climate. And I'm like, screw off! I don't want to raise my prices, thanks.
Yeah. Like Fourth Wall is like it. It's the hip second option that's trying really hard to be as big as the. It's like this is the cycle of in-shitification, right? It's like a new thing arises or competes with another and tries to be really good and nice until they get on top, and then they slowly in-shitify to extract money. So Fourth Wall's on the up right now, so it was a good time to join. But yeah, I use them. They have a lot of stuff. It's more than just a Patreon. It is, like Broughy said, it's a merch store as well. But you can also just host a website on it.
Yeah.
And in my brain, using like a website designer thing is like really nice because I used to love Pixo and MySpace and all that crap back in the noughties.
I used to do that stuff. I used to use Wix.
Wix,
creating a Flash website.
Oh, sick. Okay.
And then Flash got deprecated in all the browsers, and Wix had to like completely change everything, and the website didn't work anymore.
Oh Christ. Yeah, no, yeah, but yeah, I've wanted a website for like just general purpose stuff of like, hey, here's my stream schedule and all my posts and stuff like that. But also a Patreon and also a merch store. And yeah, Fourfall is just all those things. And yeah, it's been really, really good. I won't shill it too hard here, but it's like just diversifying business income is just smart, right? Like not putting all eggs in one basket. Like I've tried to do this a lot over the years. Is for a long time I was like Twitch only and like a little tiny bit of YouTube and a little bit of donation money or whatever. But yeah, over the years it's now it's probably like mostly still Twitch, but there is still YouTube, and now there's joshmus.com, and there's I'll have merch at some point as well.
You've really that's the name of the game with this sort of stuff, because
yeah,
I mean, I don't know about you, but I couldn't survive on my primary income. If it was only Twitch or only YouTube, I get about the same from both. I couldn't survive on only one of them.
Yeah. But the hardest part we had was finding examples of like Twitch streamers who have Patreons or Fourfall membership stuff. Because like you're a Broughy, like we looked at yours, like your Patreon is like, you look at it and it's like, oh, here's a bunch of like YouTube rewards, right? Like
early access to videos and stuff.
Yes,
like
early access
early
to videos
info on testing before the video gets made and things like that.
Yeah. Like that doesn't work for me because all of my videos I make, like 90% of them are live streamed. Like I can't give you early access. It was live. Yeah, so trying to find like a bunch of like we found a few examples, like Matt Malone, who's like an iRacing streamer. His Patreon is live stream focused as well. He has a few things. But yeah, so we tried to come up with a bunch of good membership stuff, and we did a good job in the end. We did a really good job. But I think the best decision we did was at the end, like the day before we were going to launch it. I launched it alongside like a cool new San Andreas playthrough series people like and stuff. But the biggest thing we did at the very last minute that I decided was, hey, let's not call this my Fourfall. There was originally going to be like members.joshmus.com. I was like, let's just make it joshmus.com. Just call it joshmus.com. People don't care what service provider it's through or whatever. Like,
yeah.
So yeah, we came up with the brand, like came up with the branding joshmus.com. It sounds crazy, but but you know how you like, you don't say sign up for my website, right, with Patreon and stuff, but this is like, yeah, you sign up to my website. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It works. Like even now, right? Like you put joshmus.com on the screen. That's the branding. It works. Ironically works, right?
It's all you need, that URL. That's it.
So that's gone really well actually. And yeah, the support has been really cool. We've come up with a bunch more rewards and doing cool polls and stuff like that and things to do. Yeah, Patreon only live streams. It's just like, that would be so arse because you'd have like 5 viewers, right? Like, it wouldn't be that good. I don't know. The problem is Twitch. The reasons Twitch streamers don't have Patreons is because Twitch already has a subscription service that's like well established, and you can do subs only streams and stuff like that, and they get rewards for watching your live stream through Twitch subbing, like ad-free viewing.
It's difficult to push on like an external subscription service to one that's already baked in.
Yeah. And YouTube is trying to do the same thing, right, with their membership stuff, because they realize they're having a bunch of money lost to third-party services, but it's not the same. Like Twitch has this like pretty iron grip, whereas YouTube is I can't give people like ad-free viewing of my live stream on my own, right? I need Twitch to provide that. Whereas like if you want like a podcast or a YouTube video, like you just send the video as a file to them, you know?
Yeah.
It's easy. You can't do that on streams. So yeah, but anyway, we come up with cool rewards, and yeah, it's doing really well. We're in our first month now, and everyone hasn't unsubscribed yet after the first month.
That's always a positive.
Yes, that's what I was worried about. Is the graph would go up and then immediately go back down. So trying to provide value and stuff, but it's also just a thing. It's just a blog as well, because I can choose to have posts and stuff be public or members only. So I've been writing just blog posts on there and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Websites are good, as you know. Oh yeah, like Broughy.com. What is your website?
Yeah, Broughy.com.
Broughy.com. There's no 1322. Yeah, but yeah, your website is like pretty good as well. You have like 1 million pages, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a full blown documentation of everything that I do online, basically.
Yeah. Is it like you just host this yourself?
Squarespace.
Oh, Squarespace. Yeah, okay, yeah.
And then the store links to store.broughy.com, which is the Fourth Wall store.
Right. Yeah, okay.
That's why I don't have anything else on there apart from that's just the store.
I can get a personalized short video for $5. Oh, sick. That's a good idea.
Yeah, like, because I had Cameo, right? And I think one person purchased a Cameo from me, and I had it for like 2 years or something. And then when I made my store because I previously had a store that was just t-shirts, and then I made the store on Fourth Wall where I could actually add my own items and different stuff. That's, then I could make the pins that I sold. And I just thought, oh, well, why do I have this Cameo? I'll just put the item on the store. So if someone happens to, they're going to have a better chance of finding that item on my store than they will find me on Cameo. So I deleted the Cameo account, and since then it's been really good. I don't know, maybe once or twice in two or 3 months, or every now and then they'll get like 1 or 2 in a month people wanting those videos. And I got nothing from Cameo. I got 1 video from Cameo, and since then, I don't know. I think I do save them just in case people like delete them and want them back again. Let me just count up how many.
And I'm sure Cameo would be taking a bigger cut.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, the cut on Fourth Wall is super good because of the enshittification up ramp we're on, right?
Yeah, I've done like 17 videos.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
One of them was actually a long form one as well. Like it's also an item on there, so it was definitely worth it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so like joshmus.com for me is like a Patreon and a store and a website, but all in one. We're just doing everything on there. And yeah, you can do like custom HTML on Fourth Wall. So the stream schedule page, for example, is just me and my very smart programming friend, who's definitely not ChatGPT, made custom backend code for loading a Twitch schedule and stuff. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's really good. So yeah, it's
good. Good to see things moving.
Doing business things.
Yeah,
and I have staff now as well. Like I have a couple contractors. They're just people I've known for years. My friends. So got Taduva doing video editing, who was also a GTA SA runner and has been around the community for ages. So he knows everything about the game as much as I do. Knows my humor and stuff. So that's perfect. And then Arco has been social media managing with me because I'm sick of it.
I'm curious. How are you just paying them? Like,
yeah, they're contractors. So Taduva gets paid per hour of video edited. We were doing per hour worked before, but we both agreed that video length is more important. And then Arco is just paid per like hour worked. Yeah, like
Broughy just has slave labor. Yeah, I just get everyone to do it for me for free.
Den might be slowly reviewing his contract.
Yeah. The people have offered free labor to me in the past, and some of it I've taken. But I've never said to any of my staff to be like, "Hey, this is shit. Do it again," right? But I don't want to not be able to say that. People work for you for free and they make you a video or something.
Just to be clear, I don't have anybody doing anything for me for free. I just don't do social media, and Dinmite gets a cut of the video amount. But like I couldn't. I would love to get to a place eventually where I can just pay Dinmite and pay whoever else just a set amount for, like you are for every hour of video or whatever. I can't afford to do that. It's more of a, okay, this is, you can have a percentage of what the video makes, which isn't worth it, truthfully. But hopefully, as time goes on, it will become worth it.
The thing for me, we did consider the pay per video, right? Because then it's not actually money out of your pocket. It's like you never go into the negative with that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, if the video's better, they make more money, right? But for me, that pushes the videos in ways I don't want. I don't want like algorithm pleasing crappy short stuff or whatever. Like I don't want to encourage people to make like, like have air horns and like, the subtitles for the first 5 minutes of the video that then disappear or whatever.
Yeah.
All that stuff. But like, but also for me, some of my videos do well, i.e. the San Andreas ones, and then like everything else doesn't, right? So it's just like, I don't want to be like, hey, Tanuva, today you're editing an iRacing video. Sorry, you're not getting paid today. Like,
yeah. I've sometimes thought about sending an iRacing video to Dinmite, and I just can't do it. I can't I can't put him through all that work for like 10 cents.
Yeah.
Because nobody watches.
For me, I'd rather I'll be honest, I don't always make a profit like paying Tanuva to edit the videos. Like some of them don't make money and cost more money, but for me, I absolutely hate video editing. So
okay. See, I don't mind
care.
It.
Yeah, it's like I'm very happy paying someone else to just do this. And also it's like investment. Like it's a slow growth, but my main YouTube channel is just good edited content now, and it just only gets better, right?
Yeah,
It like builds up over time. It gets better eventually.
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure, it is definitely expensive, which is one of the reasons you should sign up to joshmas.com today so I can keep paying people. That's one of the reasons I was desperate to make it awful. It's literally one of the justifications I have on there. Yeah, like so I can pay people, please.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird being in like the size that we are, I think, because you're not quite big enough to be able to really pay people, which would really help to pump out a lot of videos or do things for you that are gonna push you on even further. But you're also big enough to kind of need it. Like, you're at the point where you need it, but you're not big enough to be able to pay for it properly.
Yeah. I've been like in that phase, I felt like for years now, just like stuck in.
Yeah. And I was for a long time. And then I just eventually got to the point of asking Dinmite to do stuff and PJ to do some of the thumbnails for me and stuff. And
oh my God, I'd love someone to do thumbnails. I hate doing thumbnails. It's the worst part of the job that I still do. Like video editing's worse, but God, I hate thumbnails so much.
It's funny because like it's the difference between, I guess you've always been a streamer, whereas I started being a YouTuber who does streaming too. And it's like I like the video editing. I like putting together a video and then thumbnails and stuff. Thumbnails and titles not so much, but I don't hate it as such.
Yeah, I was like Twitch streamer primary for so many years. I didn't have any YouTube income. It was just a place I shoved my speedruns to like archive them. But now it's like for me every single like stream idea is like I write it. I have like an Obsidian where I write everything down, and this is like, okay, it's like this is the video, and I'll do a YouTube intro to explain it for the YouTube viewers for the context, and then this is the channel it's going to be on, and keep track of every day I recorded more of it and stuff like that. But everything for me is stream first for sure. It's just the way I operate.
The opposite for me. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Aren't you in this?
You
space,
have been doing
RDT? Like,
what?
Aren't you? Don't you work for a company that makes the video, like some videos on YouTube, the British versus American stuff? Or was that before? Are you in a different job now?
No, I still work for I don't know if I've ever actually said
you've said on the podcast you've
doxing.
You've told us on the podcast that you're relating to those videos at least. You've never said the company or anything like that. So.
Oh, right.
But
you've definitely told us, but I don't know if you've told the wider podcasting audience.
Yeah, well, I work for
and I work for Business other Insider.
I work for the news organization Business Insider.
So you can do our thumbnails and titles and edits for us then?
No, I'm not involved in any of the editorial or the video. any of the production. I do know how much it costs because I deal with pricing and advertising and margins. So yeah, I mean, I can't imagine you guys are paying the same amount that a large organization is, but yeah, a lot goes into it, and a lot of freelance work goes into it, and a lot of back end production costs. A lot of work, you know, and sometimes the values that I see coming out of those studios kind of surprise me, but um, you know, that's the value of the work that people put out. So I think it's a good thing that you both have good employees that you value and that you value their work and you pay them respectively for that.
Pay them as much as we can.
Exactly. Yeah.
Reminds me, I need to speak to you about your SEO on your websites because it's bollocks at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's true. You've mentioned that to me many years ago, many months ago.
yeah. I'll catch up with you.
Okay.
Well, SEO
over in that respect.
It's funny because ever since
price,
Google,
right?
Obviously.
Okay, well, don't even contact me then.
Ever since Google put out that like AI overview thing, I don't know if it's really affected a lot of the search and optimization stuff for news organizations or websites, but I can see it down the line if it continues to do the job of what websites used to do, taking over.
It's a big problem for web pages, right? Because instead of visiting the web page and thus generating the ad revenue and stuff, like you're just getting the AI just summarizes the AI visits the page.
Yeah, I think
exactly.
is a lot
summarizes
less
it
than
for
what
you,
it
and you
is
never
now.
go on it.
Yeah.
It's a huge problem for
Yeah.
SEO.
Google is like terrible now. I feel like I am using like ChatGPT to Google like I used to like 10 years ago now. It's crazy. Like if I want,
don't do that because I like the Earth.
well, okay, but like, okay, real talk, really quick. We have machines in them that turn electricity into heat so we can have fancy pixels on the screen, right? Like we're all burning the earth here. Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
least
more than
Josh is
others, though.
Some more than others for sure. I'm not doing the corporate bullshit answer of, well, it's actually the people's problem while they, fuck everything up. But like, yeah, I guess I am. I don't know. Anyway,
I recently moved away from Google stuff. Like I only use Google for things that are actually have value to me now, like Google Sheets, for example, and the Drive that is able to be with multiple people on it and stuff. I don't use Chrome anymore. I use Brave. I don't use Google for search anymore. I use DuckDuckGo. Just moving away from the default option is to get the Google version of it. I don't do that anymore because it's bad. Google bad.
Yeah, I've used DuckDuckGo and Firefox for a long time, but I would love to de-Googlefy my life or whatever, but ultimately it's fruitless because I'm a content creator anyway.
Yeah, I can't completely decouple, but at least I only want to use the things that Google are making that are actually going to be benefiting me and useful to me, rather than just by default choosing that option.
If I wasn't a content creator, I'd be like gaming on Linux so hard, but like content creation on Linux it'll be possible, but I do not have the time nor the expertise to make it happen.
Yeah.
I know DaVinci Resolve sort of runs on Linux a little bit. I don't care.
You knew things were going to go bad with Google when they removed that thing from their corporate policies. Like when Google first started, one of their corporate policies was "do no evil."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they removed it a couple of years ago. It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, that was one of those canary things, right? The same as like. Didn't Blizzard do the same thing as well? They had like a thing like that, didn't they?
It's definitely a signaling going on there.
Yeah. And wasn't there was one of those for Reddit, right? Reddit in the terms of service, it said something along the lines of like, we have not ever assisted the authorities with information or anything like that. That got removed at some point. It was just like, yeah, it's all shit. man. It's all shit.
It is. Everything's getting worse.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So we don't have anything in the document for any gaming news. Has there been any gaming news since we were last here? I don't really feel like
the only thing that I can think of is the absolute, which it fits in timeline wise quite well with how long we've been away as a podcast. But there was the Subnautica 2 drama with their publisher Krafton.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Did anybody hear about that?
Did the publisher or something fire the makers, like the original CEOs of the game, because they had some clause, they had some clause in their contract where if they get the game out before a certain time, they get millions in bonuses or something. So they fired them, so they couldn't do that. And then they delayed the game.
There was a $250 million bonus if the Subnautica 2 company called Unknown Worlds, they were able to get the early access version of the game out of the door by the end of this year. So Krafton decided to pull that and said that the game needed to be delayed until 2026. And everyone in the Subnautica community sort of went a little bit crazy and said, "Oh, bad publisher, rah, 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 rah," and all this jazz. And then the creators of the game, the creators of the company, who were removed by Krafton at the same time, they said, "Oh, well, we think the game was totally ready." Blah 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 on Reddit, and that definitely threw the cat amongst the pigeons. But Krafton decided to go, well, actually,
that's it.
the 90% of the $250 million was actually going to those two creatives. And we decided to get rid of them because they just weren't coming to work. They weren't doing any work for the company. So there was one of the guys had a film project that he was really into and just wasn't coming to work or anything. So it was like, oh. And then the two guys have come back and said they're filing a lawsuit and everything. And they were always going to share all of the money with all of the staff because that's the way they work and everything.
Right.
It's like, okay. Well, two sides to the story. We'll see how the lawsuit works out.
That's I just still it just makes no sense to me that CEOs and the top echelons in businesses get as much as they do, then they get rid of thousands of people's jobs. The CEO could take a 5% pay cut and pay those thousands of people for the next 5 years or something. It's just crazy, man. Surely everyone should benefit in the company's success.
Krafton had already said that, even though those two guys are gone, they're still going to, we're going to extend the date for the bonuses to be handed out. So the bonuses are still going to be handed out to the staff, but not the two.
Not just without 90% of it going to those two plebs. That sounds better to me.
Yes, well, not the whole amount.
but
the 10%, right? The 25 million, the original 25 million that was going to go to them. But it's a mess. Plus, they decided documents started leaking out from the company saying this was they had planned that they were going to scale everything down for the early access so that they could make the deadline and whatnot. So it's going to get a lot more messy, I think, when the lawsuit comes out. But it's not looking bad from Krafton's perspective, I don't think. Initially, everybody was like, oh, publishers being mean, sort of thing. And they were like, wait a minute, we've got receipts.
Yeah.
Speaking of more gaming news, how do you feel, RDT, now that you've bought a proper steering wheel and stuff for your Xbox? How do you feel that Microsoft is seemingly just doing away with Xbox now?
Are they? I haven't been following.
I mean, they've
Oh, you haven't heard
they've
about this
published all their games on PlayStation, all the exclusives. They're seemingly moving more towards like trying to have their games everywhere rather than having an Xbox. It's just, who knows whether there'll even be an Xbox after the series consoles. Like, it seems like Microsoft are gradually moving away from being a console creator.
Being more of a platform.
They're doing the Sega route.
Yeah, to me,
just a lot less elegantly.
yeah. Also, but like, do you remember when like PS2 to PS3 era was when like game consoles stopped being like hardware and started being like machines that ran software, right? It became like much more software oriented.
Yeah.
Like it was a machine that you could use like a computer and had lots of other things, and it was all about what games were on what machine as opposed to how powerful the machine was or whatever. We went that way. It seems like Microsoft's taking that to the extreme where now like the console is just software. Like Xbox is a brand, a software.
Yeah.
It's not like everything's an Xbox. They have that ROG Ally that's like that's also an Xbox now.
Yeah, the
and stuff like that,
handheld, yeah.
Yeah. Have you not heard of this RDT? Like everything's
I
an
did hear
Xbox.
about the handheld. I have heard some of it, but I didn't know that Xbox was going the way of the dodo. I personally, I gave up on the whole console wars and all that stuff a long time ago. Once I
think most of
became
us
an
did.
adult and started making money, and I have both of them. It's like,
Yes.
I feel like a lot of those arguments stem from people who got one console from their parents and then argue online
Yeah, have to
that
defend
someone
it.
else's parents got them. It's kind of funny because PlayStation just seems to be existing. Like, what exclusives does PS5 have at this point? Even
Yeah, it
The-
feels
the
like
thing that
they're
they're-
just by winning by default in a way. Because like,
yeah.
what else is there?
Well,
For the-
I'll tell you
for
what
the
else there
home
is.
console.
One of these,
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm waving his
But-
Switch 2 about. All right, Mr. Moneybags.
okay.
It is a
I can pay
business
my
expense.
I can pay my staff, and here's a Switch 2.
I
by the
know,
way.
Jesus.
All right.
I wish I was
It's a
in that
business. I
position.
played-
You're
I played
definitely
San
paying for
Andreas on this.
95% of the motorsport team.
God. Oh, I was a
But-
big Switch. Sorry, I was a big Switch fan. I like Switch too. Sorry, go on.
what I was getting to was like, it seems like PlayStation, by just not being controversial and trying to make these big moves, is just winning out and will continue to do so.
But then
I
it
think a
depends on
lot
what
of
you
it was
define
won-
as
won
winning
in
because
the PS4, Xbox One. That
was the moment,
Phil
yeah.
Spencer came out and said it like that was
Yeah.
the generation where everybody grew their online games collection, and we
Yeah.
lost it big time. So
But when,
people are
when-
just inbuilt into the PlayStation ecosystem now, and we're just kind of trying to claw it back.
when Xbox released their games on PlayStation, they had like 8 of the top 10 bestsellers. Like the PlayStation charts for that week were full of Xbox games. It was really weird to see.
The thing is, though, that's because there's fuck all coming out for the PlayStation.
know,
That's interesting, There's
But-
like they've really, I think they've really shot themselves in the foot, and it'll be interesting to see if they land it or not with the live service push that they went for. I think they're slowly coming back from that now, but there's so many that they tried to launch that are just like, oh, yeah, we can't just copy Fortnite. It's like, yeah, because Fortnite exists.
Yeah.
Oh my
There's
God,
only
they
room for
all made
one.
the same mistake as the MMO hype.
Yep,
era.
exactly the
It's
same
thing.
Yep.
But yeah, this is why I'll always defend my decision as a PC gamer to have a gaming PC and a Switch. Like Nintendo has exclusives. Come over to this side, buddy. They're
Yeah.
all great here. And then everything else runs on PC except like that one
I think-
Spider-Man game or whatever.
I think things will come back with PlayStation. I think they're beginning to push more into what they're good at is putting together good single player experiences, just like amazing single player experiences. But they're all coming out on PC now as well. So
Yeah,
but
exactly.
you have to wait, and that's they're kind of taking a page out of Rockstar's book by making the PC folk wait even just a little bit. They'll maybe buy it on console as well, maybe.
I think the next
Xbox-
thing that... Oh, sorry.
They just need what I think they need to do if they want any chance of coming back is just make an Xbox 720. Just like ever since Xbox One, that's gonna be studied for years to come down the line. Like the biggest blunders in
Colossal.
in gaming history.
Yeah. The 360 was just so good, and they just got, like, how could you go from that to where they are now?
Xbox One, Xbox One X, Xbox Series S, Xbox One X Series. I'm like,
The naming conventions were terrible.
Yeah.
Well, don't you remember? It was no. It was called the Xbox One because they wanted it to be the one machine in your house that spied on you, and like you needed a Connect for it. Had to be always online. If you were watching an advert, it made sure you're watching it. It was the one machine they wanted in your house.
Yeah.
That's why it was called that.
like-
but then they had to
like
pivot.
the Everything app.
The
Everything app. That's
Exactly. But they had to pivot. But then they never changed the name. Yeah.
Well, the
Be
Xbox
mediocre for
360 was going
everyone.
to be called the Xbox 2, wasn't it? It was going to be called the Xbox 2, but in user testing, people picked 360 because 360 is more than 2.
Yeah.
That's their whole that was
You
their
also-
reasoning for picking it.
It's like GPU
360
names.
is more.
It's like GPU names. You
Okay.
can't call it the Xbox 2 because there's the PlayStation 4. Like 2 is smaller than 4. You can't do that. Like
You can't be behind.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why they had to switch. It was
No,
So,
that wasn't the reason. The reason was
big 360s bigger than me. Yeah, you're not wrong. That is true as
Are you
well.
guys familiar? I don't know if it was Wendy's or if it was McDonald's when they released like the pound burger, and Americans were like, "Why do we want a third pound burger? Or that's less than a quarter pound burger.
yeah.
Four's bigger than 3."
Oh, my God.
because Americans
I've
can't
had
do
that
fractions.
before.
You get the double quarter pounder instead of a half pounder. Is that-
Four's bigger than 2, dummy.
Yeah.
I think that like the way that Xbox get their consoles to be relevant is putting Windows on it. Because they've kind of already half got that with that handheld, the ROG. Like that's an Xbox,
Yeah, that's
but
probably what
it's
they're
gonna have
do.
Windows and Steam.
Given the amount of spyware that Windows 11 has got, I want as little Windows in my life as
Yeah,
possible.
but I just
Yeah.
mean like
Doing it on a
from
console's
to
not
make
great.
the console relevant. If you can get Windows on it and suddenly play all of your Steam games, and just becomes a PC box in addition to being an
A
Xbox.
Steam box, do you remember them?
Yeah, but like that's what I mean. An Xbox doing it, it's just putting Windows on, and then you can do what you want. You can
Do
put,
console gamers have Steam accounts with lots of games on though?
yeah, but then the
That
opportunity
one
is
friend-
there.
That one friend that only ever buys FIFA and COD every year, right? For his
Well, they're
friends.
not buying an Xbox anyway. Let's be honest.
What are they playing it on?
PlayStation.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
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 Right, Racing Corner. This was fun. Real drivers being dicks in iRacing is the actual
Again.
title in the document.
Again.
Again.
This has happened plenty of times.
Ah,
but, yeah,
okay.
carry on.
So-called professional drivers during the Spa 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yes. R24.
In the 20-second split. So for those who don't know iRacing, that means everybody jumps on at the same time for the race, say 12 noon. You've got thousands of teams signed up, and then it splits all the teams based on their iRatings, so how good they are. You've got the top split with the fastest guys, then you've got second split, third split, all the way down for however many are needed. So in the 20-second split, you had these professional drivers, as in they race in real life, and
Right.
they decided to be trolls that you would expect to see on Forza Motorsport 2 back in the day, driving backwards around the track and taking people out on a random open lobby. They decided to embody that feeling, and they ruined people's races in that split.
Yeah, but if they were doing it for content, that's all right.
It wasn't even
Right?
content.
Oh well, no excuse then.
They didn't actually drive backwards, but they were essentially like weaving across the track, taking big dives into other cars to get back in front of them if they got overtaken. Generally, like some of the footage of the video coverage of it is hilarious because they've got like there's a massive train behind these cars. It's like a safety car because nobody dares try to pass them in fear of getting wiped out in this 24-hour race where you just want to survive to the end.
Yeah, right. Like, yeah, for context, it's like this is like 10 hours or something into the race. The professional drivers have been like murdered already. Their race is over. But rather than give up, they just defend everyone, don't let anyone past. And like, it sounds like, oh, just overtake the dude. But if you're like, it's the middle of the night, you're the only one awake, the rest of your team that you practiced for and made a schedule with, and it's depending on you to wake up to a working car, right? They're all asleep. You're on your own. There's this one prick in the lobby being really dumb. Like, you ain't going to send it. Like, you don't want to ruin your car, right? And ruin, like, it's not just a race you're losing. It's like the whole team gets let down at that point. It's like a big problem. You know the stress of being like on a team in a 24-hour race, right, Broughy? Like, you don't want to be the one responsible for ending it for everyone.
No. I mean, you can see the train of cars behind there on the footage, like, and then they're going fast in some places and then slowing down in places where they know people can't get past. They're just generally being a nuisance. And yeah, these are guys who race in real life. Like they're young. Like that is the get out of jail free card that they have. They're like 17 or something. But yeah, it's and to be fair, I know it says like professional drivers, but they're racing in some like far off low category Formula 4 series or something like that. They're not exactly your professional drivers who are racing in World Endurance Championship and being paid by a mark or something like that.
Yeah.
Is one of them, one or more of them, not only professional racing because they're rich?
I think there's an element of that too, or they have family who are the sponsors of the team or something like that.
Yeah,
I'm sure doing on that was the case for at least one of them.
Yeah, if you actually like look into them, like they're all like kids, and people were using the real life driving clickbait because, like I said at the start, like this has happened lots of times, like legitimately. Like Max Verstappen quite often has a hissy fit and kills people in iRacing. There was that like, was it Max Power or something? Will Speed or some guy, like some big American NASCAR driver or IndyCar driver guy was on there for a while, and he did the same thing. Scott Speed, thank you, DD. Scott Speed was like a big advocate for iRacing for a while. He was in there advertising and stuff, and then he drove like an arse in iRacing as well.
There was the COVID Indy 500 that Lando Norris joined and was leading at the end, and then one of the other real life drivers took him out or something.
Just crashed into him. Yeah, so this has happened a lot. So then when people came with like, oh, it's happened again, real professional, real life drivers have ruined another split, everyone was like up in arms, full pitchforks, like max cancel mode, like gonna end their careers sort of thing. But yeah, it turns out they're just a bunch of kids who like race professionally in the sense that like, their dad pays for them to have a seat in like go-karting or something, right? Like it wasn't like that, but it was still really horrendous.
It was the amount of things that they did, and it was all three of the team members as well. It wasn't just like one person on the team. They each went out and changed drivers and then did it some more.
Do you know the follow-ups to the story?
The outcry was so big, right, that iRacing had to like comment on it. They initially said, well, we don't comment on things like that, and then they eventually had to, and they were all banned, I think, right?
But you're getting it. There's the apology. Have you read the apology from the team?
Yeah,
you forgot.
The team apology was like.
You gotta find the team apology.
I haven't. I can't remember. I don't know it word for word, but it was something like, well, really we realize we did wrong, but we're also just young kids and we're inexperienced or something like that.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was like playing on the kids angle, and it was like, and also one of them claimed his innocence so hard. He was just like, actually, it wasn't me using my iRacing account at that time.
No,
stuff.
he didn't.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Brother was
It
playing-
was the
my big brother
my
was using the
brother was
controller.
playing the game argument. Yeah.
No.
Literally pulled it out. It was incredible. It's like a professional looking statement thing.
And
It
then the
was
other
so
ones
good.
are like, but we're just little babies.
Yeah, I
We're
have
just
the
little babies.
I don't have the image for you, but I have there's the text of it at least I found copy pasted. We would like to clarify in the case of Zach Skolar, he was not the driver logged into the account at the time of the incident. His account was accessed without authorization after he mistakenly shared his iRacing login with a colleague who drove during the stint in question. No fucking random colleague that you have just has iRacing installed, ready to go, joins in the team at his allotted time slot in a 24-hour race. That's not a thing that happens. You can't see. It wasn't just he logged into the account and joined a random race. Like,
And he's also
Oh,
a
gosh.
17-year-old kid who races a Formula 4. Who are his colleagues? He doesn't
yeah,
have
right,
colleagues.
colleagues, yeah, right. So yeah, the outcry was absolutely huge. There were a few camps in the iRacing community. There was the full cancel, end these guys, find where they live, find their sponsors, and email them people. I was in the middle with, no, they should probably be banned from iRacing for life.
Yep.
Like,
100%.
get them out.
100% with that.
Yeah.
just
And
give them not even a lifetime ban. Just say like a couple of years or whatever, so you can actually grow up and like you know.
well, yeah, as Broughy was saying, like iRacing eventually did announce, like they were like the outcry was so public that like, okay, we don't normally talk about these things publicly because it's normally just we sent, you know, when you report someone, they tell you that like, yeah, okay, we have dealt with the matter, or the person's been told of the, what is it they say?
The outcome, yeah. The person's
has
been
told
informed of the outcome.
Yes, I said they don't tell you what happened.
Yeah.
But this time they were like, no, we banned all of them. Like they just said on social media, we banned all of them forever. They're all gone.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Well-
absolutely crazy. But yeah, the full video is insane. The moves they're making to keep that whole that whole field isn't behind them because they're fast. It's because they all know if they try, they're gonna get swiped and taken out. Like,
and then one or
My
two,
favourite
and then
usually
eventually some of them started cutting the chicane to get in
Yes.
front. Then like
yeah, you cut the chicane, take the slowdown, but then the guy can't catch up enough, and then it works out because they're trying to hold everyone else up. Yeah, people.
Why was it allowed to
chuck
continue
things
so
forwards.
long? Isn't someone watching? No,
No.
not at that. Not in the 20-second split of iRacing.
Yeah, there's only live stewarding in the top split with all the esports drivers with the broadcast and stuff. But any split lower than that, it's just a regular ranked iRacing race.
You
And
put in your protest after the race if something happens.
you protest them. You have to wait 24 hours, and then you can protest them after like every race. Yeah, but like you don't get your points back or anything. Like even if it turns out you were right or whatever, they can't undo because like you can't. The way the ELO system works is like you can't go back and like, oh, this race from a week ago, that guy was actually first or whatever. Like you don't know how that's going to work and how that would affect all of the like, well, because you lost all that ELO, all that I rating in this race, you raced worse people in the next race and then you won, and then you can't
it's
historically redo all
impossible.
that, right? Yeah, so it's like you just get screwed. Like, sorry, like, yeah.
So interesting how, But at least they got banned. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, and we all made good content out of it. And it was great. That's the most important thing. Content was farmed.
Speedrun Corner, our last thing.
Okay, yeah. So
GTA 4 tournament. I saw you tweet about this a little bit, actually.
Yes, there is a I was gonna say $400 tournament, but the prize pool was upped recently. It's now $530 tournament. I don't know why we got to that amount. But yeah, there are $530 on the line in a Grand Theft Auto 4 space, most wanted, not the video game, the category speedrun tournament. Yeah, it's like this big, massive tournament that had like 40 people in it with like loads of, it was like in like World Cup format with like play-ins and groups and stuff. It's been super fun. I was in it. I was commentating it. But basically the format is you and one other person stream at the same time. You turn up, your streams are restreamed on the main stream with commentators and stuff, and then they count 3, 2, 1, go. And the first person to complete Most Wanted in GTA 4 wins. And Most Wanted is It's kind of like Vigilante, mixed with like stunt jumps. So in Vigilante, in most GTA games, I don't know if is it in 5?
Where you get in cop cars and like chase down
random
criminals. That's not in 5. They didn't have any
Okay,
of that
so-
stuff in 5, I don't think.
So in the old GTA games,
Yeah.
there was a submission you could do in vehicles where you get in a vehicle like a police car and you press a button and you get like randomly generated missions where like, hey, here's the bad guys in this car, go catch them, and you kill them and you progress levels and stuff. In GTA 4, they had an extra mode called Most Wanted where there's a list of 30 criminals, the most wanted criminals in Liberty City, and you need to go to each of them and like, kill them or whatever, and they get marked off the list and stuff. But this feature, even though there's a mission that unlocks it, it's accessible at the start of the game. You just have to memorize the names and search them manually instead of looking at a list. But yeah, the goal is to kill all 30 targets as quick as possible. The problem is there's 10 on each island, and you haven't completed the first mission yet. So
So you're starting from like the actual start of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
Like most speedruns, you start from the start of the game. You drive Roman's taxi car thing into the back of a police car. You push the police car into the garage spot because you don't have to park a car in the garage spot in GTA 4. If there's a car in it, it will be stored.
Right. Yeah.
So you push the police car into the garage spot. Watch the tutorial cutscene at the start, and then you ignore Roman for an hour and a half, or half an hour while you get in the police car to get a shotgun, you get some police and stuff, blah, blah, blah. There's a glitch you do at the start to get infinite handgun ammo, and you use that to kill a bunch of targets. But yeah, you just drive around the whole map killing people. So for the first 10 targets on the first island, you don't have any wanted stars. But then the next 20 targets are all on islands you haven't unlocked. And if you go to an island you haven't unlocked in GTA 4, it's not a thing in 5, is it? Right, yeah, the map is segmented into 4 free parts or whatever. The bridges are closed.
Yeah, I mean, all GTA games used to be like that, didn't they? Until 5.
I'm trying to frame it for a GTA 5 audience.
Yeah.
Back in my day, the islands were split up.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
I used to like
that.
that.
To the other islands. Yeah. You go to the other islands using various means to get past like roadblocks and stuff, and you get 6 stars permanently. So you're driving around in police cars trying to catch these criminals while there's police attacking you with like full force or whatever. Yep. The SWAT, the FIB is the worst spawn you can get. They absolutely murder you. The SWAT vans aren't too bad, but yeah, but anyway, the reason there's a tournament happening is because this category is really fun. Like, you can be really good at the game. 6 stars is so random. Like, who knows if there'll be 3 FIB cars that suddenly spam into you and they all insta-kill you with their SMGs, right? Like, no skill will get you out of that. So it's like, it's really fun to race. And there's been like hundreds of races in this tournament. We're getting close to the end now. We're to the quarterfinals. So like actual money is being handed out now.
Right.
And not to shill, but if you head on over to twitch.tv/GTA Marathon at this literal exact second, there's a race happening. Put it on the background, smiley face. Oh, damn, it's UU versus... Oh, damn, this is a good race.
Is that one of the quarterfinals?
Yes, we are. That's an 8th final right now. Sorry, the way this is scheduled is like, because we're not professionals or anything, it's like, hey, you two schedule a race when you're free, and when it's done, you move on, right? So things are getting a little mixed up right now. Yeah, there you go. There's Kaz and Yokul commentating it. But yeah, I was in the overview.
The Google AI overview says Most Wanted Madness 2025. This event is organized by speedrun.com and is sponsored by Dr. Money and Josh Amiz. That's fun.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I put $200 into the tournament.
Cool.
As prize pool. As soon as I heard about it, I was like, yes, a GTA tournament here. Have my money. Like, I doubled the prize pool. Yeah, I was in the tournament. I had never done this category before. But I stipulated that like some of the money I put towards it goes towards the best rookie bonus. So like people who had never played GTA 4, if you're the best person in the tournament, you get like a bonus or something. And that brought a lot of people in.
That's good.
A lot of people from like my community. It was like the tournament. It was like double the size that they were expecting. It was like there's like the people who play GTA 4, and then there's me and a bunch of randos who've never touched it before. But we had a good time in the things. I did way better than I thought. I got much further. I got my PB is like 34 minutes or something.
Yeah, I see the
So I-
PB is the PB of the guy on the right is 33:52,
Yeah,
and it's 34:25 for the guy on the left. So it's
Yes.
about, so they must be right near the end of this run then. If
yes,
it's at
they are. Yeah,
37
Coop is
minutes.
literally climbing the structure of the final target right now. But,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean he's at the end. He has. I'll do a bit of commentary here. He has half health, and there are still police helicopters. I don't know if he has any on him, but I've had a helicopter land on this structure here and kill me. Like it can. There's 6 stars. It's random.
Do you just
can
have
die,
to? You just have to kill the final person. You don't need to like lose the cops after that or something like that.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Nope. Just kill the last guy. So yeah, I think he won there. He stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Coop just won the race. Spoilers.
Is it just it's literally like one match and then you're through to the next one, or is it best of 3 or something like that?
So the group stages were all best of 1, and then I think this 8th final is a best of 1, but quarterfinals are best of 3. And I think the finals is best of 5.
Cool.
But yeah, I got eliminated recently, but now that's freed me up for commentary, so I've had a good time doing that. There's been some really crazy moments. It's really hilarious.
Huh. Check it out.
Yeah, fun tournament. If you like GTA 4, this is like GTA 4 boiled down into its essence. It's driving fast cars, police attacking you, you killing like targets in like a mission, right? It's driving, shooting, police escaping, all in one fast-paced race between 2 people.
Just thinking about getting back into GTA 4.
Yeah.
It's really good. I recommend playing it again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they bring out a remaster, definitely, but don't wait for that, I would say. You've got Xbox, so put in, if you've still got your GTA 4 disc.
Have the disc.
Yeah,
I
put
own
it in and you'll play the
just have
4
to play
you'll play 4K 60 FPS version that Xbox have enhanced and stuff. It was really good.
Cool.
Speaking of tournaments and money on the line, I was in a tournament with money on the line last month, I think. I want to say last month. It might have been a month before that. The video for it will probably be coming out this week-ish, I would say. Finally, but it's been a long wait for the video. 10 grand on the line for the winner of that one.
What the hell were you doing?
Funny that the tournament you've been talking about is called Most Wanted. Mine was as well. I've talked about it a little bit on streams before, but it's from the Wanted YouTube channel, and they make a small number of videos every now and then with a few big name like creators. They've got like 500,000 subscribers, I think, but they're a very new channel trying to just build something up. And they invited on, there's like 5 main guys for them who sort of do their content and their videos. I think one of their guys has like 20 odd million subscribers or something like that, but they're basically building up this GTA channel. And they invited on 5 experts to do this 10-person elimination tournament where there's 6 rounds. People get eliminated after each round, and the winner gets 10 grand.
Huh. Okay.
So you'll have to watch the video and find out how I did that.
Yeah, okay.
One
I'm
of them was a
interested.
race. One of the rounds was a race. That was the second round.
Yeah, the problem is though, it's the second round.
Exactly. I had the first round to get through, which was
round.
100 cops chasing down the 10 of us, and the first 3 people to get caught would be out. And you know what I'm like with making mistakes and messing things up. So it was very interesting. I think it will make a very good video on their channel because they'll have like the overview of everybody's perspectives and how it all went down, and tightly edited kind of thing. And then I think it's going to make my videos done on it. I'm just waiting to be able to put it live when they put theirs live. My video I think is really good on it as well, showing sort of my perspective of it. It was really interesting. It was really fun to be a part of. I was there as the racing expert. And yeah, I highly recommend watching it when it releases. Hopefully in not too long, maybe this week as this podcast goes live. on YouTube
Cool.
at least.
Oh,
That sounds fun.
if you get invited back as the racing expert, you could literally be the GTA Stig.
Yeah. That's me.
The Stig of GTA.
Yeah, getting known.
I'm like flicking through one of their videos right now, and it looks very role play.
It's kind of like a hybrid, I think. It's not really
Yeah.
role play, but they do sort of like, we were in proximity chat in there, so we could only talk to people if we walked up to them, but then that created funny moments where you'd fly past somebody else and you'd be screaming at each other, and then it would go off into the distance and you wouldn't hear them. Yeah, there's some funny moments from that. But they have their own 5M server, and they literally like, they build these game modes specifically for these videos. Like, they put a lot of production time and quality and work into making these single videos by building everything sort of on its own, like a custom game modes specifically for that. And then they start a new video and do it something completely fresh and different. So yeah, they're trying to build something with that, and they're doing a very good job, obviously. But yeah, I think it'll be a very interesting video to watch and see how I did. It was fun.
Okay.
Just imagine you like have a Rolex, you got like a bunch of pinky rings on. You're like, oh yeah, we'll see how I did.
Yeah. It should be coming
Checking with
out
people in
at
game.
like 4:20 on the 12th. As I look at my Rolex.
Sorry, the diamonds are
Yeah. So I think that's about everything. That'll do us. Fun to chat to you.
You never
guys
showed them
again,
the
as
video of
always.
me being an absolute cool guy, did you?
Oh, we
I
showed that
posted.
last time. You weren't here, obviously.
Oh, did you?
We showed it last time.
Oh my god, that video was sick. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It was just like, oh, we're just setting a podcast. It's like, oh, and RDT's just doing this. Oh yeah, he's living his cool guy life.
Yeah.
Going to weddings and stag do's and stuff. Yeah.
What were you
Jet
doing?
skiing
You were
around.
surfing behind a boat, right? And then you caught a beer can and then threw it back, drank it and threw it back. That was
Yeah.
Well, we're
Couldn't get the
sat
crack on
here,
it, right?
doing a podcast in our little rooms. Not jealous at
It's good to
all.
be back. It's good to be back here though in the seat.
Maybe next time there'll be all four of us. That'll be at the end of September. And if we do that and we manage to get each one, we'll be on 100 for the Christmas special. That's the goal now.
Make it happen.
100 episodes before GTA 6. Never thought that would happen.
Oh my god, this is the fucking meme format. Yeah.
Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. Those who've been here in the chat for it live, those who would listen on Spotify or any audio podcast provider, and those watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. And yeah, we'll see you at the end of September for the next one. Do you want to say goodbye, guys?
Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you all later. Bye bye.